It's Tuesday, innit?
Hey everyone, it's Mimi and Weezer.
Hey guys, what's good?
Today, we're back here to expose some more Hollywood elites, right?
Always, dude.
Today, we're going to cover one of the worst of them all, dude. Oprah. Oprah freaking Winfrey.
Dude, who doesn't know about Oprah and her show? You know, look under your seat. Oh my God! And it's like a bag or something.
I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Sorry if you guys heard that. I literally went to turn it on and then I got ADHD distracted. So, yeah, everyone.
You started looking at reels.
I started looking at something else and totally forgot, dude. So, Oprah, dude, we watched her on TV. Our parents did, or we at least saw her. My mom wasn't really an Oprah fan or anything, but everyone still knows about her. You get a free car, you get a free car, you get a free car, like that kind of stuff. That's always been like her thing that we make fun of,
Yeah, dude, I've always wanted to do a show like that, like, hey man, look under your seat, and it's like a bunch of drugs in there, like but legal drugs, like shrooms, mushroom, weed,
legal. That's still illegal, dude.
Alcohol. Hey, you
Well, it depends, I guess. Where?
I mean, I'm talking about hypothetically in
Okay.
virtual reality. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dude, so we get like the virtual reality headsets, and then
we invite over someone, and then there's heroin in the bag, there's cocaine, there's weed, there's alcohol, and then some pre-rolls, and then we'd be like, the guests be like, you pick, man, what do you want?
Dude, see,
and
we
all do it.
We wouldn't even have to.
Drug.
We wouldn't even have to do a VR or a fake one if we just went to Oregon, dude. We could for real just be passing that stuff out like candy.
I mean, dude, I'm down to do an episode in Oregon just to talk shit.
Just to talk shit and do drugs legally. Where should we even start? So we all start with her show, right? So everyone thinks that Oprah is just like this sweet billionaire lady who's just so giving and does all these great things for people, when in reality, dude, she's evil and a narcissist and self-absorbed and freaking rude.
I believe
so it. I've never met her, so I can't say like, oh yeah, when I met her she was mean to me, but anyone who has met her, famous people included, they do interviews on her, or just like normal ass people who have been like, oh, Oprah's so cool, I met her. Never meet your heroes, dog. She is not a nice lady.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry to like break off from the episode, but when the first time I heard about Oprah was in Drake and Josh.
Oh yeah, because he was obsessed with her.
Obsessed with her, and then in that one episode where he finally gets to me, he runs her over.
Yeah, I forgot about that, dude.
I wish it was real. No,
I wish it was real. But no, she's done some weird shit. So let's start with her schools in South Africa, bro.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
So this was like way back in the day. She decides to go ahead and like build some schools for, what was she calling them? She basically was like for poor girls is what she was saying. And then there's been a ton of speculations that like she won't let white kids into the school. Like, and it's a girls only school, right? I can't remember what she calls it specifically. Like, I'm so used to working with animals, dude. Like I was about to say like endangered children, but that's not what I mean.
Hey, bro, poverty children, dog.
Yeah,
chill,
but that's not what she calls it. Underprivileged, like she calls it something like that, like underprivileged youth, something. So she like builds these schools for the kids or for the girls, and she like has been accused of not letting poor white kids in, like even though it's supposed to be for all underprivileged. Now she did like some interview and she said it's for all kids, like everyone's welcome. But I don't know, dude, because she's known to like only support, African American actresses and actors, and she doesn't like really want to do anything else than that. And it's been proven.
You want to hear some crazy shit about what I heard about the school, dude?
Yeah.
Is that one of the teachers was having relationships with or basically molesting the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And it was 12 cases.
Jesus. That's bad, dude. There was another case, and one of the teachers was actually like abusing the kids, like hitting them, and like he choked one, or she, I don't know if it was a male or female teacher, choked one of the girls out, and there was like 9 other kids who came forward and said like, yeah, that teacher hit me, they pushed me down, they choked me, grabbed me by the hair, did all this stuff. Oprah goes on and puts this big old speech on that's like, everybody, I'm so sorry for disappointing you. This wasn't my intention. I didn't know. Like, I promise things will change. Mm-hmm.
Always lying, dude. Okay, so let's go. I know. You said you were gonna go all over the place, but let's go all over the place. There's this guy. His name is Isaac Cappy.
Okay.
He basically came out and said that Oprah was running a slave trade.
Damn.
With that school, right?
I would believe it, dude.
Isaac Cappy, like, he came out in Thor, Terminator. Dude, the first time I saw him was in Lemonade Mouth.
Lemonade Mouth? What the hell is that?
It's like an old school movie, bro.
Let me look it up.
It's like a Disney movie.
Okay. I see it. I mean, 2011.
And, this guy is one of those people that died mysteriously,
Oh, okay. I know who he is. I see the picture. So he's another one. He's another one of them, dude.
Oh, sorry, dude. I was
It's okay.
dying. Okay, so this guy basically came out. There's a couple videos that used to come out on Twitter where he was just talking shit about Oprah, where he was just saying, like, he was just using these schools to prepare them for, like I said, slave trade, to traffic them. Because the school itself has basically a salon, a yoga studio,
Yeah.
just prepping them, if that makes sense. And then a crazier thing that happened too at the school. One more thing. I know this is probably out of Oprah's control, but a girl gave birth, right? Got pregnant and then gave birth at the school. And then instead of calling the ambulance or something, she like killed the kid.
Who, the girl did?
Yeah, and then she was bleeding out, so they found the baby's corpse.
Okay, but was the girl afraid to call 911 or tell anyone because she was afraid of what they were gonna do to her there? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know, dude. I don't know. It's scary. It's scary that, all of a sudden one person speaks out on Oprah and then and then
everyone comes out.
And everyone comes out, yeah.
Well, and another thing, this is actually, so I'll let you guys all know right now. This episode is not going to be as structured with the facts because there are so many different things and not all of them are directly related to the other fact. They're just bad things Oprah has done. And this is not like a bad thing. I mean, I guess it could be considered that, but when she was a kid, that story that you just told brought it up. When she was 14, dude, she actually had a baby. That baby did not survive. And she like went and did an interview about it. And she said that like she never, because the baby passed away and whatever, she just never truly felt a sense of ownership over it. And it was like a super traumatic time in her life and it changed her forever. Is like basically what she said. And so, I mean, that kind of thing happened to her. So to make another little girl feel like that in your own school.
That's wild. They're supposed to protect these kids. And all of a sudden it's like, hey, what happened to the class of 2012?
Yeah, they're dead.
They're all gone.
No, I don't trust her, dude. I don't trust her, and I don't trust what she's doing to these kids. And with these schools, Angelina Jolie.
Yes.
Everybody knows Angelina
Tickle
Jolie.
bitties. Not just
Oh my God, dude, you're stupid. So she does a lot of work in Africa, right? Like she's known for like she has adopted kids. She's donated a lot. She's done just a lot of things out there.
Yes.
When Oprah was building these schools, she like came forward and was like, hey, Angelina, like, do you want to help? Do you want to be part of this? And she said, no. Bye, no. Get away from me.
She's like, you want to trade kids with me? It's like, what? No.
Yeah, that's literally what she said. And people think, I don't know, people always think like Oprah's doing so much good out there, but I don't know, dude. It's been speculated that it's just a way of like getting kids in there for some more like human trafficking stuff. That's what the schools are all about.
I believe it, bro.
I believe it. I believe it to the fullest. You know who's also super good friends with Oprah is Ellen. Mm-hmm.
Of course.
And when you do research, like, are Ellen and Oprah friends? It's like, well, they're friends because they have a mutual respect for like the business, like for doing the talk shows and making money and being successful in this and blah blah blah.
The business, bro. You said it. They're for trafficking kids, not just.
Yeah, exactly. That's really what it is, right? And Oprah,
I would imagine Ellen's doing the same thing on her end.
she is, dude. She is. I don't trust Ellen either. We should have put her in this episode too because has just as many rumors swirling around about her and all the human trafficking stuff too.
The Pizzagate stuff, I believe it.
Yeah. Well, and then here's some more weird stuff, okay?
I'm ready.
So people like Cat Williams and Dave Chappelle and like these people who are like speaking out and trying to expose people, right? Dave Chappelle says like Oprah is like a disgusting, gross person, and like not gross as in like actual gross, but just the things she does. So she has anyone who comes on her show too, she just like makes everybody sign an NDA. Like doesn't matter whether they're a famous person or whatever, everyone signs an NDA, including like Tom Cruise, like literally everyone. She doesn't care who you are, you're signing an NDA. You're not getting any of these secrets leaked, right? And including like 500 staff members, dude, ended up having to sign these NDAs plus, and people who literally just like drop by to deliver muffins and come inside. Like NDA, you're not saying shit, you're not saying who you saw, you're not saying what you do, like nothing.
Yeah, hit up Jesus he'll deliver a muffin real good in you.
Yeah, you're nasty. But I don't know. And then there's all this new stuff, which it's really hard to find too much information on it because this is all just coming to light in like the past few months. There's this pastor, right? His name's TD Jakes.
Oh, for sure.
He is like just another scam artist like Oprah, dude. Like they all do this, right? And you're supposed to be like the most religious, like best role model type of thing and like promote Jesus and promote God and promote all this stuff. But yet you're out here doing bad things. So he was like one of those stories, like from rags to riches type of thing, which people love to talk about, including us. We all like a good rags to riches story. But he
the underdog.
Yeah. And he met this pastor. Basically, he was like, you need to get ordained. He gets ordained. And now he's like a famous TV pastor. So he does like, those episodes where you can watch and there's like 20,000 people in the audience and he's like, come to my mega festival and meet me and watch me do this in real life. And like, he's one of those.
I feel that, dude.
They over here being like BFFs, right? And this guy, dude, he's written like 30 books. He's had people come see him like George W. Bush, Obama. They've been to his events, dude.
All right, dude. You want to know some dirt on TD James?
TD Jakes, yeah, go.
TD Jakes. All right, dude. I said James, huh, dude. I swear, dude. I always like switch the names. It's hilarious.
It's okay.
Right?
It's okay.
Even though I have the list like right in front of me, I'm like, fuck it. I'm not gonna read it.
I'm not gonna read it, dude. I know it says it wrong each time.
All right, dude. So, like I said, I'm about to flip this on you. So I'm gonna tie it in. TD Jakes is you said he's best friends with Oprah, right? But you know who's his other best friend?
Don't even say it.
It's P. Diddy, bro.
I knew it, dude.
And here's the thing.
I can't stand it.
Here's the thing, bro. You know P. Diddy. P. Diddy and Jay-Z have them crazy ass parties and freak offs, right? Them orgies, basically.
Yep.
So basically, a bunch of people have said that they've seen the priest in the parties.
I've literally I saw that the priest has been to some of the parties, and there's all kinds of I do remember seeing this in a YouTube video. There's all kinds of speculations that TD Jakes and P. Diddy are, lovers.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people that, when you said that how do I say, French Montana and P. Diddy were like hugging up, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of people say that these two dudes usually just holding hands.
Yeah, dude, I could see it. That's again. He's an old man, dude.
This is.
He is.
It
And
came
another.
full circle, dog.
It did. It's all coming full circle again, like we always tell you. So all three, TD Jakes, Oprah, P Diddy, all BFFs, right? And they're all over here with their own platforms, becoming billionaires. Because P Diddy is officially a billionaire now. Oprah has been a billionaire for a long time. Then another thing about these televised events and stuff that he does, where he like, what's it called, like a sermon when he's speaking out, or like, because it's not mass, like what is it? You know, basically the same thing. So whatever he's freaking whatever when he's preaching called. Or whatever he's doing, they actually
I think it's called like worship or something like that.
Yeah, so whatever they do, you know, they actually like promote this. Him in particular, they promote showing these to people in prison. So they like play these on the prison TVs, and you're gonna tell me like this isn't some form of weird brainwashing, dude?
Yeah,
right. And they're like, right. They're in there like it's kind of weird, right?
It's because this is the thing. There's a fine line. There's a fine line because there's a fine line between a cult and a religion.
Yep.
And I think the problem is that there's too many religions that think they're religions but are more cults.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're more focused on the person than they are let's just say like the God and whatnot. Yeah,
see that's the problem. There is like at this point they're not focused on like, okay, yeah, we're Christian, we believe in this and this. They're focused on TD Jakes. Like he's not God. He's not Jesus. He's not.
Even though he says like, he speaks through me, yeah, but I mean, that's it, bro. He might speak to you, but that's it. You're not. That's it. You know, you're just a messenger. You're not him.
Yeah,
you are.
And people
you are not him, buddy.
Yeah, and they literally have these like huge festivals with thousands and thousands and thousands of people, including famous people, coming to see him and like.
It's like I actually have a shirt on him right now, of him right now.
Right. No, but it's just weird. Everything with that is weird. And it's kind of like they all have this like image that they're trying to promote that's not even real. So we'll see.
Damn.
And then there's this guy, his name's Lecrae. He's like a Christian rapper. Have you heard of him?
Yes.
So he's a Christian rapper, right? And he has said that he's like been to some of P. Diddy's parties. And I know this is an Oprah episode.
Of course.
Yeah, and then you would say, okay, well, if you're actually a Christian rapper, why are you going to a party with P. Diddy where you know there's gonna be sex, drugs, rock and roll type of shit going on? But it's whatever. Anyways, he said someone had told him like, yo, don't stay here after like 1 a.m., bro. Don't be staying. Like bad stuff's gonna happen. And he was like, what? And like around 12 something, he like went upstairs and walked in on some nasty stuff happening up there, dude. So I mean, this isn't fake. People have seen it. This is real. This isn't some conspiracy that we're all just trying to push on people.
You walking on me and Miles. We're just playing a game though. Mm-hmm. Are you guys naked? It's like we're not, dude. It's like I'm wearing shorts. Miles took off his shirt.
I could see it, dude. I could see it. But now there's all kinds of famous people also speaking up like against Oprah too, or speaking out, not speaking up. Like you have Cindy Crawford, which I'm pretty sure she was in another one of our cases too, but she was talking about one of her like first interviews when she was just a young model, how she went on Oprah, and Oprah was like, Oprah, she comes out and Oprah goes, have you always had this body, or like, is it just like this now? Like stand up, show everyone. And then she was like, dang, look at her, like what a nice body, like stuff like that. It's like, oh, that's creepy. First off, that's just weird. And I don't know. So that happened. So Cindy Crawford had been talking about that. Then you have Ice Cube even has said stuff about her. He said that
Ice Cube said that basically she'll stop anyone from any upcoming like how do I say, black artist or celebrity, and she'll break them down on her show.
She does. And she even said, or sorry, not she, he, Ice Cube, said that after his movies and stuff, she would invite all his co-stars on, but like refuse to bring him on for some reason. Probably because she knows Ice Cube ain't gonna put up with her shit if, you know, I can't see another reason, or she's just a freaking hater. But she does. She's
just scared, bro.
And,
because I feel like no one's ever questioned Oprah because of her status, right? But like you said, she makes everyone sign them MDAs for the same reason. so she could just put them on blast, and they just gotta sit there and stay pretty. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's true. That's literally what it's like. Is these people are trained, kind of like we talked about in an earlier episode. Like Oprah takes people on there and says something super inappropriate, and then people are just like, haha, well, and Ice Cube would be like, the fuck did you just say, bro? Like, did you really just say that to me? You know?
It's like, Jesus, I heard. It's like, you suck at gunpla building. I fight her right there, dude. Kill her. I'd be like, hold me back. Hold me back.
Hold me back.
Security just grabs me like, ah.
That would happen, dude.
And then they put me on national, like the news and everything. What was it called? Hispanic male tries to murder Oprah with a murderous intent. Misogynist, right wing lunatic. It's like, bro, some crazy shit like that. It's like, and then they look at my ID. It says open party. Like, I have no party.
Yeah, that's what would happen, dude. What else was I gonna say? Not Ice Cube. Yeah, I think that's what.
And then they add Trump in there, like Trump hired this man. No, I'm just kidding.
Probably, dude. That's what they do. They just make it seem like the worst of the worst. Well, and then after Ice Cube, then Jason Momoa comes out and speaks.
Oh, him too, dude. Oh.
Okay, so this is where like stories are gonna take like a little bit of a turn. I'm gonna save Jason Momoa's thing for last. Okay.
Okay.
So you already heard about Angelina. Ludacris did an interview with her, and everyone always does that. I can't stop my brain from doing it every time I'm like Ludacris, and I'm like Luda every time. Well, he said he like went on her show, right, and got interviewed, and that she edited the show to make it seem like she was the more favorable one. So what she did was like cut a lot of his comments out in the interview, like when it actually aired, and then like put mostly like her being supportive and nice, and then just Ludacris just kind of being there and answering a few questions. The interview was literally talking about like racial discrimination and stuff, and then she was giving him a hard time during the interview about being a rapper and like saying the N-word in his songs and whatnot. And then after the interview, she like pulls him aside and like berates him. No. She pulls him aside afterwards and like takes him into a room and like berates him and basically yells at him out after the interview. I hate you, dude. I hate you. And then, dude, I'm gonna hit the Kitty Kelly one. So this lady, Kitty Kelly, you can look her up. A stupid name, I know.
I have to right now.
She writes a tell-all book, okay? And she wants to tell everybody about everything. So she's the one who tells everyone about these NDAs. And
she's alive?
Right now, I guess. Is she?
That's wild,
She hasn't
dude.
been killed yet? Yeah, so she goes on to tell everyone about these like NDAs. But there's this other girl named Elizabeth Cody. She used to work for Oprah, and she wants to write a paper and like tell the story about her time working for Oprah. But Oprah's lawyers shut her the fuck down, dude.
So right away they were like, hey, what you think you're doing?
Yeah.
What you think you're doing?
Immediately.
us after releasing the episode, bro.
For real, that's what's gonna happen, dude. I'm scared.
Oh, dude, what's gonna happen then?
Don't know. We're gonna die, I guess.
Or we're just not gonna be able to release this episode.
Probably not, dude.
Imagine, dude. They're like, if you release this episode, you will sue you for $200,000. It's like, bro, chill. It's just Oprah. Like, what about all the people on YouTube?
We don't even have $200,000. So, like, good luck. I don't even have any assets, bud.
Same, dude.
So, now Jason Momoa, bro. Jason Momoa gets pissed because, he's like from Maui and stuff, or Hawaii and all this stuff, right? He gets pissed because Oprah used the Maui fires as like a way to like profit herself, like, make a profit, exploit people, do all this stuff. So here's where shit gets a little weird.
Okay.
So The Rock and Jason Momoa are often compared because of their cultures and whatnot, right? Well, The Rock ends up donating $5 million to like the victims of the Maui fire.
Okay.
Oprah also does the same. Oprah donates $5 million.
Yep, yeah.
They go
sounds
on TikTok.
Good enough, right?
Yeah, like, 10 mil, that sounds nice, right? Like, that sounds good. That's what you think. But then they go on TikTok and they like make this like In the Arms of the Angels video, right? And they're like, please donate just a penny a day. Just if everyone could donate a nickel to the cause, we can help these people. And it's like, people got pissed. Not so much at The Rock for it, as much as Oprah, because they're like, you're a billionaire and you're sitting here asking us for money and you've already donated $10 million to open this company that's going to take money and give it to the people of Maui, but are you actually going to do that?
Damn, dude. It sounds too, sounds hella fake. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And not only that, dude, this is where like all the conspiracy shit started with the fire.
Let's go. Okay.
Yeah, so this is where things get kind of weird. So I'm going to start with before the fire, right? There was, I don't know if it was the government or just the people of Maui or like whatever. They did like a big meeting and they were talking about how they were going to make the island like go green. You know, they were going to install solar panels, windmills. They're going to just do all that, make people drive electric cars. They were just going to try to make it like the whole place controlled by like AI almost and like just be green.
Yeah.
That was their plan. They had done that, like they had spoke about that earlier in March of that year, 2023. And they were supposed to start the project like in September 2023. Then Oprah, whom already owns some land in Maui, ends up in March buying like 800 and something more acres of land, dude, for $6.6 million. And this is in March. Then August comes around, bought 870 acres, but keep in mind, she already owned acres there before this. So this wasn't like she just bought those acres and that's all she had. She had already owned, she has about like 2,000 acres total out there is what I could find on the internet. So she has that. And then all of a sudden, the month before this whole Go Green / AI project starts, then these fires start, right?
Yeah.
Interesting. The place that gets like the worst of it is La Lahaina or something like that. I don't know how to pronounce it and like with their accent and whatever, but you can get the gist of it. They have like the real estate freaking gold mine of it all, dude. Like all the rich people, all the billionaires, they want to buy their land. But the people of this community are like, we're all going to stay strong and nobody sell out. Like we're all for each other here. You know, like they're very community driven. So they're not going to sell out to these billionaires. Then all of a sudden, boom, everything burns down.
They're like 800 million though. No, I just kidding.
No, for real. So like, no, everything burns down. And then here's the weird part. Before the fires start, dude,
yes.
Oprah hires her own private firefighters to go and protect her land. Not all of Maui where the fires are, just her land only that she's purchased. And so she has her own private firefighters protecting her places, right? And her places, none of her property at all, not even a single little inch got touched by the fires, dude.
Of course,
Sus.
dude.
Mm-hmm. Sus.
Of course.
And then everything else was just getting obliterated, dude. It was just freaking just burning away. Everyone's houses were burning. Dogs were dying. People were dying. Like, things were happening. They could have, like, went and stayed on her properties for free and tried to survive, like, because they had nowhere to go. You're on an island, right? So you don't have many places to go. And she refused to let anyone on her private property.
I heard, yeah, dude, that's what I heard too.
Yeah.
That basically when people are trying to escape the areas basically where Oprah's island is, she had a road. She has her own private road, and that was like the only road out. And you know, security and shit rolled up, telling people that they couldn't use the road. And there was a big old thing.
Yep. Well, and then here's the other weird part. So you do some research on the Maui fires and like what burned and what didn't burn, right? So there's a lot of videos on it. And you can go watch them on TikTok, on YouTube, wherever. And you can look up even the facts on the internet. And you will see that nothing blue burned. Like the blue umbrellas that were there are still standing in blue in the middle of a whole burned section. Like food carts that are blue. Any house that had a blue roof. Cars that were blue, literally they didn't burn, and that was the only thing that didn't burn. So then
that's like oddly similar to like what happened in California.
Yeah, it is.
It's when they were testing out those laser beams, bro.
Yeah, so that's literally what it has to do with too. So someone went and got like some lasers, and you can like anything with a blue hue, it wouldn't burn. He like, I don't know if you have to set it like that or if it's just how the laser is. I don't fucking know. But he did a test and he put down all these pieces of cloth. It was a yellow, a red, an orange, a blue, a green, a blah, blah, blah. And he just went like through with the laser and it was like zap, 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 burning everything. It gets to the blue one, just doesn't fucking touch it or do anything. And just, you can see the laser coming down and it just doesn't burn the blue stuff at all and just goes on to the next one, but it doesn't do anything to the blue.
It's like note to self: if captured by my enemies, wear a blue suit.
Wear blue. Yes. And then, speaking of blue, guess what color Oprah's house is, Jesus?
It's pink, blue. Dude, right? Oh, yeah. Wow, you got me there, dude. You got me. No,
yeah. No, but like that seems a little sus, right?
Yeah,
and then
here
is the major freaking kicker, bro. So then, dude, Biden is doing an interview like on TV talking about the fires. And people are
talking some nonsense, dude.
Yeah, talking some nonsense and being all freaking dementia and confused. And they're like asking him questions, and he says, "I sent fire crews out there before the fires even started to erupt." Everyone's like, "Did you say that correctly? Because why would you do that?"
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, exactly. Like, why would you say that? Strange, isn't it?
It's always strange with these people, dude.
And then another thing was that this kind of ties back into Tom Hanks, because then there was all kinds of controversy about him because they said that like he was buying the property right next to Oprah and that he probably had something to do with it. And you know how Tom Hanks is. He's always pretending he's actually Forrest Gump and pretending to be dumb. And he's like, I don't know what anybody's talking about. Like he just acts dumb. And he's like, I was just on vacation. Like, I don't know. And so they like made it be like, oh, it was just a rumor. That's not true. But I don't know, dude. Bro.
A vacation to visit Oprah?
Yeah.
I don't think so, man. This guy's a liar and a thief.
He didn't say to visit Oprah. He just said he was just on vacation. So who knows? But besides that, she's done a lot of other weird things. Like she promotes a lot of weird stuff on her show. So she brings like, convicted felons on her show and then tries to like exploit them and make them have like breakdowns and just like with everyone, for her own benefit. And this ties her into Dr. Phil because she actually used Dr. Phil for like one of some trial because he like worked at a different place way back in the day. And she made him famous. Like he didn't have any interest on being TV. He wasn't famous. He was just a normal person. And then he met Oprah and she was like, you're going to be on TV. Like shows are important. It's important for the world to see this. So then Dr. Phil gets his own show with the help of Oprah. And then now he does the same shit on his show. Like he brings people on there who are having trouble and exploits them.
But Dr. Phil takes no L's, Miranda.
I know those videos. He doesn't take any L's, dude. But like he uses his platform.
He's over here with his knife hands, dude.
For real. He actually doesn't. If you think about it, though, is there any benefit to the people that come on a show? Like, do they get paid?
Dude.
Or he just does it so that he makes money?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
he
then
just embarrasses them.
I think he does send them to rehab and stuff, but honestly, when you send someone to rehab, it's up to them to get better. So
exactly. So how much are you really helping?
Exactly.
Because I mean, I'm sure they get something out of being on the show. Like Catch Me Outside. How about that? Like that girl got famous, but I don't know anyone else who got famous from a show besides him.
That's true. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure people from back in the day.
Yeah, maybe.
Or maybe we don't watch Dr. Phil enough to know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We haven't watched him in, it's been like 4 or 5 years, bro.
Yeah. Well, and then you know how we were talking at the beginning, like how she gives away cars and stuff all the time? Like, oh. So she like will give away a car, but then she'll be like, all right, that's going to be $7,000 for the taxes on it.
Yeah. Okay, dude. So that's something we have to get into. Like we have to do a TV reality, like sitcoms and all this specials.
Yeah.
Or TV game host specials.
Yeah,
or whatever.
game host, because you don't really get what they say you're gonna get.
Because the problem is, if you're gonna go on one of those shows, you better take some money. You better take like 20, 30 grand, because any prize you win, you're gonna get charged the back taxes. And if you don't have enough money to pay for the back taxes, you don't get to take home the prize.
Yeah.
And that's what happened with Oprah, Wheel of Fortune, all those games,
Mm-hmm. Well, and so the episode specifically that brought this to light for me was when I was reading about it online, was some school teachers that got to come on the show. And like they needed new cars. They were poor. They needed new cars. Like one of them didn't have a car, so she couldn't get to the school to teach kids, blah, 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 right? She gives them away. She gives them all cars. Like they come on the show and she's like, well, guess what? You're all getting a new car with this money. So like she also gives you money and then she gives you the option. She's like, all right, so you either give me $7,000 to pay the taxes on the car and you get the car, or I just give you the money that I was like, that came with it and that's all you get. And so like, I think everyone just chose the money, right? But people don't talk about that because let me guess, they probably had to sign NDAs, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. And another, like, there's just like really weird facts about her. Like, they're not necessarily like huge red flags, but she just lies to everyone. It's just all a show. She has been with that Stedman guy for like ever and ever, right? And she makes it seem like they're so in love and they have the strongest and bestest relationship in all the land. Like they make it seem like this ooey gooey wannabe couple, type of thing. And it's all fake. Like the people, inside sources, people who have worked with her or people who are her friends have like said anonymously to the media that like there's not a them. There's no chemistry. They're not like, they don't act like they're together. They're not in love. It's just for show, and that like he probably even has his own house. Like that's how little they are involved with each other.
I freaking believe it, dude. I got something on Oprah, dude. Oprah's best, her fourth best friend, dude.
Her fourth best friend, dude.
Is Harvey Weinstein. And if you guys know anything about Harvey Weinstein, during the Me Too and all this shenanigans, he's actually a convicted criminal.
Yeah, as of 2022.
As of 20. Okay, so everything we say is actually true about him.
Yep.
He took advantage of a bunch of girls, actresses, but people even say little girls. So another one of these, these people, these pedophiles. Okay, so basically, during the Me Too movement, Oprah came out, advocating, saying like, I'm here for all this, because then she told the story that you said about her getting pregnant and whatnot. Yeah. So, everyone's like, oh, Oprah's so inspirational. Oh my God. But her best friend was Harvey Weinstein, right?
Yeah.
And there's a picture you find. It's like you're part of when you're part of the problem, but you advocate to be to the solution. And it's her hanging out with Harvey Weinstein, and then it's her on the TV speaking.
Have you seen the picture of her like kissing him on the cheek?
Yeah, dude. So here's something she did on her show. She had basically, Michael Jackson's victims, apparently, right? She had them on there. They talked about their problems. They're like, oh, you guys are gonna get therapy, all this. She hooked them up.
Yeah.
But not once did she ever help out Harvey Weinstein's victims.
That's fucked, dude.
Because she's like, I gotta protect my friends.
That's exactly what they do, these famous people. And there was another thing that she did with Russell Simmons. So she was a producer, like in one of, I don't know if it was a movie or a show or whatever he was creating at the time. Yeah. And he started getting some allegations too. And then she like drops out of it all. And she's like, I can't support someone who's like being accused of this. And I'm like, but you're going to kiss Weinstein on the cheek and probably on the wiener too. Yeah, I don't know, dude.
Show. I believe it.
And there's a couple other things. I know there's some things I wanted to say. So one, how I was talking about earlier, how she like promotes things on her show that shouldn't be promoted. She takes Suzanne Summers on there, and this is years ago. And she's like questioning her about like, oh, what are your beauty secrets? Blah, blah, blah. Suzanne Summers is like, oh, I actually rub like estrogen on one arm on my skin and like, what is it called? Progesterone or something else. I don't know, on the other arm, which is like a steroid basically. And then hormones. She's like, I rub this on my arm and then I take 60 supplements a day, 30 in the morning, 38 at night. And none of them are like FDA approved, right? And like, you can't just supplement yourself with hormones because your body already produces hormones, right? Like when you go into menopause, they give you hormone supplements and stuff so that you don't turn into a boy and like whatnot, like get down too bad. But
it's
but
like,
still,
Miranda,
like,
your mustache is showing. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, your mustache is showing, bro. Chill out. But she just starts taking all this stuff that's not FDA approved, comes on Oprah's show telling everybody about it, and then Oprah starts like trying to sell it to everyone. Not like sell it like, hey, for $60 type of thing, but she's trying to like get everyone to go with the idea, and is on there being like, for this, you can look young forever, like look young forever. But like over supplementing yourself, especially with hormones and stuff like that, like that can cause cancer. That can give you breast cancer. That can give you like cervical cancer. That can give you all kinds of freaking cancers because your body already has that. So when it produces too much, all that tissue starts to like grow too quickly and makes you have cancer. And she's promoting that to people and other
Does
diseases.
it like mutate the cells too, or what?
It can, yeah. It can do all kinds of crazy stuff.
Oh God, that's scary.
Yeah, and she was like promoting that to people. So like imagine people like my age who are just about to turn 30 and they're scared and they're like, oh shit, I'm gonna get wrinkles. And then Oprah, someone that you think is cool and your respect is out there being like, if you buy and take these 60 vitamins a day and you start rubbing hormones on yourself, you won't get wrinkles and you won't get old. Trust me. And then people start doing it, and then every 30-year-old yeah, and then every 30-year-old in America has cancer, has breast cancer and stuff. Like that's literally, she was promoting that shit on her show. And not only that, but she promotes PETA. And like you think, I'm a huge animal lover. I have 5 dogs, 2 cats, a bearded dragon. Like I would have a farm and have every animal I could have. You know that. I love animals. I respect animals. I would not harm animals. Like I groom animals for a living. I love them.
Except really for last week, she beat up a dog. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Except for last week, I accidentally cut a dog's tongue while grooming. But that was an accident. It wasn't like a purposeful thing. Anyways, so PETA is very sus. Like people think, oh, PETA is just against like animal cruelty. That's not what PETA is about. PETA is very weird. They have like a few things where like, okay, we don't want animal testing. Nobody wants animal testing, right? But like there is certain things like we got to test some things on rats because, well, are we just going to test them on human babies? I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? But I understand and I agree with some of their points. Like we obviously don't want to be cutting down the rainforest and freaking killing baby monkeys for fun. Like obviously we don't want to do that.
For
but
fun.
PETA is like very
headshot. No, just
controversial. So they believe that people who compete in dog sports, so me, all my friends, people I know, right? They believe that when I take Mila swimming and she jumps off the dock and like plays with her toy in the water and stuff, do you think I'm forcing Mila to do that and beating her and throwing her in to grab that toy? No.
Nah, dude.
She loves that. That's her favorite game. They think
dude,
that
her and what's his name?
Cooper and Rux.
And Rux. Oh, dude, they get so happy when they're flying through the air. You can see their face.
They love going swimming. If we go to the lake, they love swimming just as much. They love going to herding class. They love playing frisbee. All of that to PETA is animal cruelty. They will protest dog sporting events. They will show up. They don't think that working dogs should like be a thing. They think all dogs should be pampered and sat inside and treated like royalty nonstop. They believe that animals can't be animals anymore. Like that's literally what it comes down to. So
they're advocating for dog rights, but they don't know what the dog rights are though. Like
yeah,
because
so they want.
I know like because I have 3 German Shepherds, Miranda. And I know if they worked in a farm, they'd be the happiest they'd ever be because they're fucking working dogs.
That's what they're made for.
That's what they're made for. Yeah, at night, dude. That's all they're doing. They're literally just scoping. Lucy's just like scoping the yard in the back there, killing mice and rats.
Mm-hmm. Well, and then there's like what's called livestock guardian dogs, right? And that's you've got Great Pyrenees, Anatolian Shepherds, like Kangles, dogs that are specifically made. This is what they were made for. No, so blue heelers, border collies, Australian cat, like, Australian cattle dogs are the same thing as blue heeler, Australian shepherds, kelpies, those kind of dogs. Those are herding dogs. So these dogs are made to herd the sheep and work beside like the shepherd and like work with the farmer, bring the cattle in, help work the cattle. That's what they're for. Yeah. Livestock guardian dogs, they stay out with the sheep and the cattle and all of the animals on the farm. They stay out all night and they protect
big dogs, them. Right?
Yeah, they're huge. They have a lot of fur. They're literally made to kill coyotes and protect. Like they'll fight. These dogs will ride or die for like a freaking goat. They will fight a mountain lion to protect us. And that's what they were made for hundreds and thousands of years ago when we didn't have guns and houses like we do now and like cameras everywhere. And like they were made to sit out there and protect the livestock. That's what they're still for. People who have farms anywhere in the world, they use livestock guardian dogs. If I get sheep, I have to get a livestock guardian dog because I can't have coyotes and animals killing my dog. That are my livestock. That's what my dog is for, to protect
Not
them.
just coyotes, bro. I feel like even
It's
dogs
everything.
would
Bobcats,
come.
other dogs. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's everything. They believe, that none of that should happen. We shouldn't have anything. So they believe, like, they'll protest dock diving events. They'll protest frisbee competitions, and they'll be like, "You're an abusive person." Okay, live with my border collies for 6 weeks and don't exercise them. Don't take them to play frisbee. Don't do anything. Just live with them. Have them all loose.
You'll see
Good luck,
how disobedient, how angry, how disrespectful these dogs become, because you guys think like just because dogs don't have feelings or don't have like responses to the way you treat them, but they do, man.
They do.
They remember everything.
There's like something, and I can never remember how to say it, anthropomorphizing, I think is what it's called. And it's when you give animals human qualities. And so like people always say like, "Oh, he's just jealous. Like he's so funny. He likes to act like a cat. Like he likes to sit on the back of the couch because he likes to be a cat." Like obviously, okay, your dog doesn't like to be a cat. He doesn't know the difference. Like, there's things like that. But animals do have feelings, and they have memories, and they have emotions just like we do. They might not be able to exhibit like jealousy in the way we do and stuff. But like you can every animal has different personality. But they really believe that like working your dogs is abuse. Like that dock diving and Mila jumping off and having the time of her life, like that I am the worst pet parent ever.
It's so dumb because that's
what
it's
they
like
believe.
how do I say, the dogs going? It's like they want the dogs to not go against their own nature.
Yeah,
When you said the guardian dog, that's literally what it does.
They want it to go against its nature. They want it to be an indoor couch pet and like be spoiled like a human child when it's not bred for that. And like people who have livestock guardian dogs still treat them great. They still get the same amount of attention. They work. That's why they're so calm. Like they're out there working. They're doing their job. People like I have border collies and I live in a suburban area. It's not. I would love to have a farm and work them every day and work them on livestock every day. Like that's my dream. I can't do that, so I have to do other things. If you think I could force my dog to jump in the air and grab a fucking frisbee, you're dead wrong. I can't force my dog to learn something like that. That's just not something you can't out-train instinct. That's what I always tell people. Like if my dog is afraid of something, you can do only so much training to work through that. But like my dog is never not going to be a herding dog. I can never guarantee that if little toddlers were in my house running around that my dog wouldn't accidentally nip their leg because they were herding. Like that is what they do.
See,
that's what they do.
That's what happened to me when I was walking Mango Miranda, one of these other times, and the kid came up and tried petting him, and then he like went to nibble him, and then that's the first instinct when I thought, I was like, well, I gotta tell people my dog bites now. And I just heard the little kid go, "Ow, he bit me," and I felt like I just run, Mango, run! No, just
yeah, like get out of here quick. But, and you can ask even my coworkers and stuff, like if I take Ruxin or Mila or Cooper or anyone to work, I'll have them loose with me, right? I usually don't keep Caden loose because you know him, but I'll take Mila and Rux and they'll be loose. If one of my coworkers brings their kids in, I always put the dog up. It doesn't matter how well I know my dog. It doesn't matter that I love Ruxin and that he's sweet, or Mila. It doesn't matter. I cannot out-train their genetics and their instincts to herd. That is what they are made for. Ruxin was never raised on a farm. Neither was Mila, neither was Cooper. I could take them to do an instinct test at herding, and they know what to do, and that is what they're bred to do. Like, they've never seen livestock before until I took them, and they just knew that they were supposed to be out there. Like, whatever I said, whatever treats I had, nothing matters anymore. That is their heart and soul. Like, it is, you can't out-train that. Like, that's just something that's going to be there forever. I guess it makes
sense when my sister, like, releases the horses and starts running them around. She lets the other two we have loose, and they'll run the horses. Like they'll lap them,
Yeah, that's because German Shepherds are originally herding dogs, so they're not used for that often anymore. There's a few people who still do, but they've changed. And then the last thing that I have to say is back to her donating stuff. She donated a lot of money to the Hurricane Katrina victims.
Oh my God! What?
This is literally like, I knew you were gonna be mind blown when I told you. I think it was like $10 million or something, and she like started getting homes rebuilt, and then she took all the credit for it when there was like a lot of other famous people out there doing it. But, you know, like Paul Walker, he got Clinton. But maybe he got Winfrey too. Who knows? But I don't know. And like she took all the credit for it, but there was other companies like Target and like other appliance companies that donated like things for the inside of the houses. But she was like, look what I got you. I did this all on my own. And she didn't give any of these companies that donated this stuff like beds and couches and like dishes and stuff. She didn't give any of them credit.
I built it all myself one day.
Mm-hmm. She was like, I donated the money and I got you all this stuff. Like, no, you might have hired the contracting company, but you didn't get anything for the inside of the house. You didn't. You know, you didn't
heater, bro. You know how cold it gets.
Yeah. But I guess the point of all of this, of us telling you guys all about this, is being wealthy doesn't make you an admirable person. That's what we have to remember. Just because someone's rich doesn't mean we should admire them. Just like Oprah, like no one ever fact checks anymore. And like I said in one of the other episodes, which probably hasn't even aired yet, but like I said before, until we stop supporting these people, they're going to keep getting money and keep getting away with all this. Like, and at this day and age,
keep getting away with this.
Yeah, well, I mean, and in this day and age, it's hard because we have TVs, we have phones, we have the internet, we go see movies at the theater, we listen to the radio, we do all this stuff. Every time you turn on your TV and you watch an episode of whatever, you're supporting whoever's in that show. You're supporting the producers. You're supporting the TV network that had a Harvey Weinstein show produced on it, you know. So each time we do all these little things, we're supporting all this stuff that we don't even think about. Every time we watch, you know, or read one of Oprah's articles or listen to a song that P. Diddy wrote, there goes more money in his pocket, and that's why he gets to continue. And like, that's the problem here, is we're all slightly responsible for all of this stuff.
It's like that thing, dude. Like the McDonald's, the Big Mac in some places is like $18, right?
Yeah.
If they just boycotted McDonald's for like a month or two, they would lower those prices like that.
Like if every single person were to do some research and realize, hey, you know, Bill Clinton is kind of a piece of shit. So is Oprah. So is P. Diddy. So is R. Kelly. You know, if we all just targeted one person at a time and said nothing that Bad Boy Records produces, sorry for the people who signed with him, you can find another record company, but let's not listen to P. Diddy, let's not listen to Bad Boy Records, let's not buy from, you know, our beauty products from this specific line anymore. We could all do that very easily, but no one will ever get on board with each other because nobody trusts anybody and everyone has to hate on everyone. And because of us, literally because of all of us, everyone in the whole world, not just America, all these people are getting away with all these crimes and being billionaires and trafficking children and doing horrible, horrible things because we're allowing it because we support them.
Real shit.
Yeehaw, brother.